by fixtures, while workers applied the skin. But after the tail was attached, all of the controls leading to the elevators and rudders had to be hooked up so the plane could be controlled in the air. Then another business unit of the bomber went into place, the top turret. Notice that the bomber then no longer rode down through the plant on conveyors. It rolled on its own giant wheel. At this point, too, the great bird was ready to extend its wings. The bomber stopped on a floor conveyor and was slid sidewise to the middle of the bay. Note the little midget who will get inside the main wing to fasten the outer wing to the center section as it swings into position. The same action took place on the other side of the ship as well, and with both outer wings in place. The complete span is 110 feet from tip to tip. A few finishing touches remained as the bomber continued to move on a faster schedule since all of the large assemblies were in place. The insignia was painted on. Delicate instruments, radio equipment, wing flaps, soundproofing, and propellers quickly were added in this station-to-station progress. Here the 4,200 square feet of bomber skin was cleaned. The woman worker polishes the bombardier's window. There is enough aluminum here to fabricate 55,000 coffee percolators, and it's quite a cleaning job. Back in 1941, it was believed impossible to build a bomber as big as the Liberator in an hour. In fact, in several hours. Even the conception of a plant such as this was viewed with considerable skepticism. But the people at Ford have vision as well as skill. They have always planned and worked on a broad scale, have always struck out on pioneering paths, and they're wise in the ways of mass production. Of course, this was something new in assembly, not just another relatively simple automobile with only 15,000 or so parts to be made and assembled. Each of these machines is made up of 1,225,000 parts, and each had to be perfect. And in these lines, you see the evidence of another Ford-made miracle. The Willow Run Bomber Plant has furnished one of the miracle production stories of this war. It produced 8,685 bombers in a steady stream, relentless, unceasing, on time, as methodical as a great river fed by its tributaries. These ships are the product of experience. Changes, some dictated by service conditions, have given to the Army Air Force's bombers that fly farther, faster, and higher, with the result that the final marbles look far different than their older cousins. After the ship was built, Ford's job was not yet done, because each ship, each of the thousands made at Willow Run, had to be thoroughly tested by both ground and flight crews. From Flight Operations Center, 4-man test crews took over. These crews consisted of pilot, co-pilot, radio man, and flight engineer. Engines start. And she taxis out to the runway for her first flight. The big ship gathers speed rapidly, racing downway for a full power takeoff. We're airborne and the wheels are retracted into their wing well. In the air, the belly turret is lowered and tested. Each of the 4 propellers is fully feathered. When the pilot readjusts the blades, the rush of wind will again start the engine. Bomb bay doors are open and closed. The flight engineer checks performance of the engines and equipment, including the inner communication system, after which the bomb bay doors are open again and the dummy bombs are away. Test completed, our ship peels off. This ship is strong, with strength built in by skilled brains and hands, with all the experience that Ford has gained over the years of mass production. For the Army Air Forces, it has strength to fly and fight, and return to fly and fight again and again and again. That is its contribution to winning a peace. So out of the pain and fury of war has arisen the beginning of a means of rapid transport to the farthest places in the world, which in times of peace will help unite mankind that all may share in the abundance of the earth.